speaker is Katherine Yakunchenkova, who is the Regional Director, Middle East for Blue Ocean Maritime Management.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, it's my pleasure and honor to attend such an event with such prominent speakers that on top of that also the actual practitioners of the shipping industry for many years. And I would like to present our company. Today I'm here from the ship management and ownership side, Blue Ocean Maritime Management, and I'll be talking about the transition to a clean shipping future together with the presentation of an innovative technology in order to reduce the emission. Coming to the next slide, I would like to tell that Blue Ocean Maritime Management is a dynamically developing company that has a quite diverse spectrum of services that presents out there on the arena, starting from the technical, commercial management and finishing with the installation and performance of the latest innovative technologies in order to be fully compliant with the latest regulations of the IMO. We are able to set, measure, and deliver leading standards for the operational efficiency, safety, cost savings, compliance, and service quality. At the same time, we demonstrate the know-how technological approach towards the zero emissions, together with the tailor-made online platform that helps our client to feel safe and secure. Evolving regulations and technologies will swiftly adapt practices and mitigate emerging risks. Coming to the holding company that we are, just a brief explanation, what do we do and who we are. We do comprise of several entities. That does include 8th Maritime Education, CSM, that does commercial and financial management, together with charter and brokerage and technical management, and MCS, that is Marine IT Solutions. 8th offers a unique service at the same time of a superintendent house, and probably that's first of its kind, and the major role of it is to supervise already the existing technical management of a client of ours, and at the same time it helps to keep tracking purchasing, financial, and certification side of the vessel operation process. Coming to CSM ship management, it offers technical, commercial, and financial ship management services that helps our clients to optimize their costs, conduct on-time inspection, certification, and maintenance. When we're talking about the MCS, it does offer tailored maritime IT solutions, and it does support our clients with the pre-audit upon purchase of their assets. One of the services that we provide, that is a technical superintendent house, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that the purpose of it is to monitor already the existing technical management of clients of ours that includes supervision of the port state control operations, flag state inspections, P&I, hull and machinery surveys. With our tailor-made 8th ship management platform, we can assist our clients to easily track technical, purchasing, financial, and certification part within the vessel operation process. At the same time, we are very closely monitoring all the latest regulations that were recently implemented by the IMO. We do assist our clients to be fully compliant with the Energy Efficient Design Index, together with the Energy Efficiency Existing Ship Index. Through the efficient technologies that I'll be talking about on a later stage, and propulsion system, improved hull designs, and that delivers environmental effectiveness. Just to give you a brief about our marine IT solution, it does offer a pre-sale audit service for communication systems in the interests of the buyer, and today it does have several key benefits. That first of all is the informed decision-making process that it gives you a comprehensive understanding of the technology that does exist on board if you do want to purchase the vessel. It's the future-proofing when the IT systems staying robust and to assist the potential purchaser to understand what an asset is bought, and cost efficiency, because we do work very closely with our clients on the budget planning and can prevent unexpected costs down the line. Well, coming to the actual current situation in the shipping industry, talking about the zero emissions shipping industry has become a long way in terms of its sustainability and growth because it plays a very important role in the global economy in terms of trade and world commerce. And at the same time, it does face increasing concerns in terms of the environmental issues and impact, particularly when we're talking about the pollution. That has resulted in the introduction of various environmental regulations aimed at reducing the impact of shipping on the environment. If you look at the slide, you can see that maritime shipping accounts for almost 3% of global greenhouse gas emissions, and around 85% of the sector's emissions derive from international shipping. Although shipping has become more energy efficient, if nothing is done, we can definitely say that emissions could potentially increase. Shipping emissions came down into the two major factors. First of all is the weight of goods transported. It's the distance that the goods are transported, the fuel and the production of fuel by calculating the actually carbon intensity index. And with the emission figures in mind, the industry is quite concerned, as we discussed today during our valuable presentations of the panelists, about the CO2, nitrogen, and sulfur oxides that have recently been regulated by the IMO regulations that have been put in place. Coming to the next slide, and I think I've seen some similar slides from colleagues of ours, IMO have been quite ambitious in terms of putting the latest regulations in terms of the greenhouse gas reduction targets, and a landmark decision was adopted by the IMO to ensure a just and equitable transition to 20-30% by 2030, 70-80% by 2040, and it does give quite a clear signal that it might go up to clean shipping, zero net emissions up to 2050. Nevertheless, global mandatory measures are going to be represented and implemented by 2027, consisting of a global greenhouse gases fuel standard and economic measure of it, and the price that has to be paid based on the full life cycle of the emissions. In our opinion, from the ship management side, I would say that the milestones 2040 and 2050 are quite hard to hit. Efficiency improvement and operational measures are not quite enough in order to meet such an ambitious plan, and decarbonizing shipping, as we all know, being practitioners in this industry, is quite a multi-trillion-dollar endeavor and will require technological advances, including wide use of low and zero emission fuels like hydrogen, ammonia, methanol, that are largely yet to be adapted and used in the commercial operations. Nevertheless, in order to control the above said, the IMO has drafted a set of regulations that you can see on the next slide, intended to reduce the greenhouse gases and is the energy efficiency existing ship index and the carbon intensity indicator that will be performing my next slide. So the first one is the framework determining the energy efficiency and the CO2 emissions in service vessels over 400 gross tonnage. And I'll be talking about the innovative technology that will actually help you to do. So, adapted from the Energy Efficiency Design Index and the new builds, it all will be duly monitored and controlled. Owners can then implement also technical measures to adjust their vessels to the required level. And the second regulation, that is the carbon intensity indicator, in service of the ships that is over 5,000 gross tonnage, to quantify and report on carbon emissions from ongoing operations. So in order to comply with the above regulations, there are several options that the shipping stakeholders have, and of course, it's not that easy to do, even though the landmark is set to reduce already up to 70% of emission up to 2040. There are several options that the stakeholder can choose. You can optimize your vessel's speed and drag, use alternative fuels, improve operational efficiency by reducing the carbon emissions and improving your carbon indicator, and at the same time optimizing the loading and unloading operations, reducing idle time, and minimizing energy consumption. It's also investing in devices to harness the sun and the wind. And last but not the least, investing in energy-efficient technologies, one of which I'll be presenting today. Blue and green device. You can see the model actually on the table of mine, and after the conference we can discuss it more. We have our technical department presented at the panel that can give you more technicalities if requested. So that is a device that is manufactured on the basis changing the properties of liquid hydrocarbon fuels under the influence of electromagnetic modulated field. Modulated electromagnetic field shortens the molecular chain of alkanes, lowering the temperature of transition in the gaseous state and ignition, which significantly increases the completeness of the combustion. And it's quite an innovative technology that's mainly used for the offshore fleet, for the smaller vessels, and it's already working, and the filtering system is already being installed on board of the vessels of clients of ours. So talking about the technology application objectives, why is there a reduction in fuel consumption and what effect does it have on the engine? We can also call it in a way a fuel treatment system by modulated electromagnetic field in conjunction with other components according to the author's technology that allows us to achieve the following results that improve the quality of the fuel. Also at the same time it does reduce the level of the fuel contamination, and it does increases the homogeneity of the clots by splitting the clots within the effect of repulsion of similarly charged bodies. As the consequence of using this type of a filtering system, it does give you the higher quality fuel, and it does increase the life of the internal combustion engine. The fuel consumption is reduced according to the control managements that were already done on board of the vessels of clients of ours, at least up to 10%. Fuel combustibility increases according to the tests done by our team. Exhaust smoke disappears or is considerably reduced. Exhaust toxicity is reduced on average up to 30%. Next slide is the video that I would like you to see how does the filtering system work. Well, before that, the filter actually is multifunctional and has multi-purposes. It can be also used on the water transport, railway transport, boiler units, and motor vehicles. So it's quite vivid and spread in the industry, can be multi-used. Here we are coming to the video, and you can see the fuel treatment device. Why the video doesn't work? All right, here we go. So there is a fuel intake, and fuel enters the unit inside the fuel treatment system. The actual process starts. You can see that the modulated electromagnetic field shortens the molecular chain of alkanes, hence treating the fuel in order to minimize the emissions and to reduce the harmful emissions. That does bring us to the more efficient fuel economy, easy engine starting, and increasing the engine line. We will be happy to assist you with more questions if you have any, with the help of our technical director that is presented today at the conference, and thank you for your attention.